Hey everyone, this is Hiil Street Soul, and you're tuned in to the core with DaMillennialCoach, discussing topics on real life. Check it out. Everywhere you go, don't forget the ghetto. Listen to the core.
Hey coaches, it's me, the Millennial Coach, and we're on day 5 of the miseducation of interpretation. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. And I always say, those of you that don't understand the show, this is not the show for you. And if you're coming back to be re-offended of your big head, don't worry, I've got a very small peanut head. That's why I can have big hairstyles. I always say I look like I got dropped when I was a baby. I got one of them flat backs, not cute. So when I have my hair in a ponytail, I try and push out my hair to make it look like a bit of an egg. So you women with those egg heads, trust me, that's the head that I want. We always want what we can't have, right? Such is life. Okay, so one of my hot topics, and it's a bit of a serious topic. I am really concerned in London or the UK with the knife crime. And the recent gun crime or killing spree that happened in Atlanta, where 4 people were killed, 2 students and 2 teachers. My heart goes out to their families and friends. But knife crime, gun crime, when you kill someone, you don't just kill that one person, you kill everyone associated with that person. Crime in the UK up until, I think and I'm going to read some statistics, so just bear with me. So police recorded offences including knife crime or sharp weapons, and this is up to March 2024, 50,510 knives and sharp weapons were recovered. That's a 78% increase in the last 10 years. What is happening? Why can't we have conversations? And this is why the miseducation of interpretation is really important. People are getting killed over misunderstandings, lack of education of actually resolving conflict. This is why this is happening. Or lack of information about themselves. They don't know who they are, so they're actually going out to hurt others. I just want to have a call to everyone. Please, in 2024 alone, 233 young people have died, or 233 people have been killed by a knife or sharp object. That's 233 families. And then if we quadruple that, that's friends, that's parents. A mother has carried a child to birth them, to live for a number of years, and someone's just taken their life freely. Please, 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 young people, or people, anyone who thinks carrying a zombie knife and stabbing someone because you cannot resolve a conflict, it is not going to solve the problem. It's going to escalate the problem. So I'm just, as a call to action, is please disarm yourselves, walk away from problems, disconnect from people who are bringing negativity to your front door. If you have knives, please discard of the knives. Too many people are dying and it's unnecessary. It's absolutely unnecessary. So let's get into today's conversation. Let's go. Yalla, yanko. So the miseducation of interpretation in life is people think that kindness is a strategy. When I'm kind to people, as I said, I'm a leader of service. Kindness is a way of my life. If you meet my dad, he is the sweetest now, because he's an old man. He's the sweetest old man anyone could have in their life. But he is a kind person. My mum is kind. Like, if you came to my house, she will stop what she's doing. Even I remember she was eating one time. One of my best friends came. He's a guy. She saw what she's doing and eating, and she went to go and cook him a whole meal. That's how we serve people. I come from a family of kindness. My sister is like an angel, don't let her. But she is literally like the epitome of an angel. So, so sweet, so sweet. And I can be quite harsh, but I have a high level of kindness. Now, being kind, people take your kindness for weakness. And in the words of my sister, Kelly Rowland, I'm kind until I'm not kind, or I'm nice until I'm not nice. And I'll tell you why that's an important statement. When people are kind, not everybody has an agenda, i.e. myself. Not everybody wants something from you. Not everyone's trying to be friends with you because you got money or you got this. I have got friends that are millionaires, and I've got friends that are just average Joes, just doing the 9 to 5 or night shift. But I treat them all the same. I check in on them. I show them love. If we go out, you go to the toilet, I'll pay for the meal. I don't worry about things like that because, remember my affirmation, money flows to me frequently and easily and on a regular basis from multiple dimensions. So you don't need to be thinking the universe is always going to repay you if you've got an open heart and a kind spirit. So I'm just saying this, and this is going to be a very short video today, but kindness is a way of life. It is not a manipulation strategy. Not everybody has negativity in their spirit where they're trying to take. And when I say that, let me tell you a story. So there was a woman, we were having dinners, massive group, 2 tables. And there was a guy I was sitting next to I hadn't met. So I said to him, you look like the guy from Curb Your Enthusiasm. And his name was Larry. The guy in Curb Your Enthusiasm was called Larry. And he looked like him. Honestly, it was his doppelganger. But we just started talking, like literally just started talking. And I must have said to him, what's the most important thing in your life? And he said, love. And I said, tell me about it. And he said, how I met my second wife. And he said, I started talking to her in the airport. And then he said, oh, do you want to come and come into the lounge with him? Because I think their flights were delayed or something. And I think she's declined, and then later the flight was further delayed, so she said okay, so she joined him. And he said he really enjoyed the conversation, so they took numbers and they exchanged details, and he called her and he said, oh, do you want to go out for dinner? And he said he had such a great time. He just liked her spirit, but then he started trying to attract it. So his kindness was because he found her interesting. He liked her as a person. And it's now, I think they've been married 7 years now. And he, like the way he talks about her, and the way I'm smiling is because my heart is so full when a man or woman can talk about their partner with so much love and compassion and joy. That's just a different level of intimacy. And that's the thing. I had someone come to my table and say, oh my God, we're so jealous. You can strike up a conversation with everyone. I've had women. There was one woman, this woman has about 5 properties, she's very wealthy, her parents love her. Oprah and Gail did an interview recently, and they said, if you can't have friends that are jealous of you at all, like of anything. And this woman had said, I am jealous of the way how I interact and can just talk to anyone. I talk to people because I'm interested in learning about them. That's it. I just want to know. And at the end of the day, talking to someone nicely doesn't mean that I'm doing it to be liked. If you don't like me, let me tell you something. Let me just keep it 100. You don't like me and we're in a room full of people, I'm going to completely dismiss you and act like you're invisible. I don't have the space, time, or energy to even engage with your nonsense. So if you think that this is a way of a strategy, you're very sadly mistaken. And that's why you should educate yourself and get to know people for who they truly are, rather than make the assumption that you think you know who they are. I am the Millennial Coach, and this is day 5 of the miseducation of interpretation. Kindness is kindness. And if you have the opportunity, you are a miserable, mean person, try being kind for a day and see the magic that happens in your life.